Hey guys, how are you? It's Allie. As always, I hope that everybody's having a wonderful start to their week. I'm here today to do the TMI tag. I saw this trending on a lot of people's YouTube pages lately, and it looked like a lot of fun, so I decided to give it a go myself. So if you're interested in learning a little too much information about me, just stick around. So I am wearing this floral shirt from H&M. This was like $15 at H&M. I just got it about 2 weeks ago. And I am also pairing that with a pair of skinny jeans, navy skinny jeans from Forever 21. So that is my outfit. Yep. Yep. So I'm just a little short thing. I'm just about 5'1½". I always blame that on dance because I did dance for 15 years and I know dancing stunts your growth. So I don't really know if that's like an old wives' tale, but I'm very short and I did dance for 15 years, so I just blame it on that. I weigh anywhere between 120 and 130 pounds. And I know 10 pounds is a lot to kind of like stretch out, but my body fluctuates like crazy. Like seriously, y'all, my body fluctuates like crazy. So I'm usually anywhere between 120 and 130 pounds. But I also don't really believe in scales, so I don't really weigh myself that often. And the last time I weighed myself was probably the summer of last year, so God knows what I weigh right now. But I would say like 120 to 130. Yes, I have one tattoo. Okay, let me tell you a little something about piercings. Homegirl had some weird piercings in her day. In my ripe old age of 26, I think I had probably 18 piercings in my day. So I had a lot of normal piercings, and then I had a lot of piercings that are very out of the usual. So my normal piercings would just be like my ears. I had my first hole, my second hole, my nook. I had a piercing going straight through here. I actually still have the hole, and I had one up here. And I'm very symmetrical, and I'm very OCD about that. If I get anything done on one side, I have to get it done on the other side. So I had that in both of my ears. I had my nose pierced for like a month or two, and it rejected it. And then I got it done again, and my body rejected it again. So I only had that for like a month. I had my belly button pierced, and I think that's it for the normal piercings. Then, guys, I went through the stage where I just wanted to get piercings that nobody would know about. So I got stuff pierced that nobody would know about except for myself. So the first thing that I got was my septum pierced, which sounds crazy. I would never do that again today. But I had this for like almost 3 years, I want to say. But I never wore it out. I hated the way it looked out. I looked like ridiculous. But I loved the fact that I knew that I had a piercing up there. So only me, my friends, and my ex-boyfriend at the time knew that I had this pierced. But the funny thing is, for the 2 or 3 years that I had it, I probably wore it out a total of 10 times. I would always just flip it up, so it was always just inside my nose. It would look just like this now, but you wouldn't have no idea. But I knew I had it, so I thought that that was pretty cool. And then here's the last one that, I don't know, this is my favorite piercing I ever had. I got that pierced inside. I didn't get my tongue pierced, but I don't even know what it's called. I just got that pierced under there, and nobody knew I had it except for me and my friends, and like I said, my ex-boyfriend at the time. And I just thought it was so cool because you can never see it. That's the thing. It's the most ridiculous piercing because you can never see it, but I knew. And it was just, I don't know, I thought it was cool. I was in college or whatever. I don't know what OTP means. Hands down, my favorite show of all time, and I think most of you already know this if you follow my channel, is Friends. I'm obsessed with that show. It just gives me, like, seriously, all the feelings ever that you could possibly have. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm crying, I'm laughing, I'm just in love. It's just a great show, and if you haven't watched it, make sure you get on that because that show rules. This is a tough one because I miss a lot of things, but I guess I would have to say the thing that I miss the most is just being young and careless. I know that's a silly answer, but I just had a really great childhood. One of my closest friends lives 2 doors down the street from me, and she has an older sister, and I have an older sister. So growing up, from the age I was like 5 until high school, or going into high school, we just spent almost every single day together just bike riding and, you know, playing outside and swinging on the swing set and taking walks and exploring. And it was just a time before any technology or any cell phones or any iPads or any of that stuff. And as much as I love technology, there are times that I wish that it just didn't exist, because I didn't have any of that stuff growing up, and I just had hands down the most imaginative childhood and the most fun childhood, and just everything was focused around going outside and playing or staying inside and creating dances. We used to sit down in our basement and have like a little video recorder and record each other like making dances, or we would pretend we were like Oprah or something and have a talk show. So I guess I just miss the serenity of being young and careless and not really having a worry in the world. Is no doubts, don't speak. I think I already answered this, but I am at the ripe old age of 26. So qualities that I look for in a partner would be honesty, kindness, and humor. And what I mean by honesty is not like you have to tell me every single thing that is going on in your life. I don't mean it like that. I just mean like being honest with yourself. People who are honest with themselves are very confident about themselves. And I like a guy who has confidence with themselves. Not a guy who has cockiness about himself, but a guy who's confident. Like, you know what, this is me. I'm not going to put an act on for you. This is me. Take me as I am. Because that's the way I am. I'm not putting an act on for anybody. This is me. This is all of me. And I'm not going to put anything on. So I kind of look for that same quality in a man. This is hands down my favorite quote of all time. I just love this quote, and it's from Winnie the Pooh, and it says, "What day is it?" asked Pooh. "It's today," squealed Piglet. "My favorite day," said Pooh. And I just love this quote. I just think it speaks volumes, and it's so true. Not every day is going to be good, but there's something good in every single day, and we should be celebrating it. Duh, Johnny Depp. My favorite color is green. I love green. Okay, so loud or soft music? I guess I would say both. It depends on the mood that I'm in. If I'm in a calming mood, obviously I want to listen to some soft music when I'm taking a bubble bath or any of that kind of stuff. But then loud music when I'm in my car, or I'm downstairs just dancing and I just want to like express myself. So I would say both, loud and soft. I don't really have a place that I go to when I'm sad, but when I am sad, I usually tend to bake because it makes me really happy, or I tend to do like an arts and crafts project because it just lifts my spirits up. So I guess I would say the kitchen, because I do arts and crafts projects in the kitchen too, and that's usually where I bake when I'm feeling sad. Okay, so this is a tough question. How long does it take me to shower? It really just depends on the day. If it's during the weekday and I'm showering before work, I can be in and out of that shower in like 5 minutes because I have just such limited time between waking up and getting to my job. But if it's a weekend and I actually have time to just enjoy myself and enjoy the luxuries of taking a bath or a shower, I could be in there for like a half hour. Okay, so this kind of goes along with the last question, but it just depends on when in the week this is going on. If it's during the weekday and I have to get to teaching, I can get myself, I've literally trained myself to wake up, eat, shower, get dressed, get my hair ready, put my makeup on, brush my teeth, etc., etc. I can do that in like a half hour, which is amazing. It's pretty cool. But on the weekends when I actually have time to just relax and then savor the moments of just like getting ready and eating a nice breakfast and getting dressed and doing my hair and doing my makeup, it could take me like 2 hours. If I really want to just take my time, it could take me like 2 hours. So it just depends on the time of the week. Okay, so I have probably been in close to 100 or more physical fights, but I've never been in a street fight before, and that is only because I took karate for like 4 years of my life. So you obviously start at the bottom. I started as a white belt, and you work your way up. I worked my way all the way up until a black belt candidacy, which means I was training for my black belt. So between that time span of 4 years, I was getting in physical fights all the time. I was sparring, I was grappling, I was doing the bag, I was doing just all different sorts of physical fighting. But I have never been in a street fight, and I hope to never ever have to be in a street fight. Fortunately, I know how to defend myself to a certain extent, but I am a lover and I am not a fighter, and I hope that I never ever, ever, ever have to be put in a situation where I have to get in a physical street fight. A major turn on is people who just go out of their way to do nice things for other people. I just love that quality in people. If you can just take what you have and just go out of your way to do something kind or do something nice for somebody else. Oh my gosh, a huge turnoff of mine is messiness. I'm so OCD with having everything have its own little spot, and it has to be like feng shuied, and it has to just like be in the right spot. So messiness just drives me insane. Okay, so the reason that I joined YouTube was kind of like a dominoes effect. I was getting very into subscription boxes last year, as you can tell through my channel, and I was researching them a lot on YouTube and watching other people unbox these videos to kind of see what came in all the boxes, so I kind of knew what I wanted to get. And then one day it linked me to 11th Gorgeous's page because they did a Pop Sugar unboxing. So then being linked to their page, it linked me to all these very inspiring women that I just was so inspired by. These young women who are around my same age, and they were just doing so much and doing all these do-it-yourself projects and doing all these beauty tutorials and just basically being very entertaining. And I was very inspired by them. And then in the back of my head, I was like, you know what? I think I could try this out. I might actually be kind of decent at this. So I started my channel and I went to sleep and I was like, I need to delete this video in the morning because nobody's gonna care. And I woke up the next morning and I had 5 followers or subscribers or whatever you want to call it. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. 5 people care about what I have to say. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep making videos for those 5 people. And then I'm very fortunate. More and more people started subscribing and liking my videos. And you have all just been so positive and so open and so kind to me. And it's made this very, very fun for me. So I love you guys very much. I have an unnecessary fear about eyeballs, and I know that sounds weird, but anything getting in my eyeballs or poking at my eyeballs, oh, it just drives me crazy. So that is my biggest fear, is having something being like jabbed into my eyeball. I don't really remember the last time that I cried, and I think that's kind of a good thing. So yeah, I'm not really 100% sure the last thing that really made me cry. I tell my parents I love them every single day, so I guess this morning would be the last time that I told somebody that I love them. Okay, so the reason behind my YouTube name is, I've told you 1,000 times before, I am obsessed with baking, and when I was in high school, I always wanted to open up my own little cupcakery, and I wanted it to be called Allie Cakes because my name's Allison. I just thought that that sounded cute. So when I first started making a YouTube channel, I wanted to focus a lot of my videos on doing baking tutorials, like making cakes, making cupcakes, making cake pops, etc., etc. And I haven't done any of those videos yet, so I'm sorry guys, but I will hop on that because I'm a pretty good baker and I make some pretty delicious looking stuff. So I definitely want to get onto doing more of those kind of videos, but that's where my name came from. I just slapped a Miss on it to make it sound fancy, and there you go, the Miss Allie Cakes. The last book I read was The Cuckoo's Calling, and it was very, very good. The book that I am currently reading is nothing. I have nothing to read right now. I just finished The Cuckoo's Calling about 3 days ago, so I am in desperate need of a new book, and if you have any suggestions, let's link them down below. The last show I just watched was Full House because it was just on while I was eating breakfast on ABC Family. The last person that I talked to, or people that I talked to, would be Kara, aka Bucky, Heather, Lauren, Michaela, and Steph. They are my closest friends from college, and we're all in a group chat together, and we've just been texting each other all morning. So those are the last people that I talked to. Well, I kind of just answered that question. They are my soulmates that I met in college. Tacos forever and ever and always. There are 2 places that I am just dying to visit, and one would be Italy, and then the other one would be California. I want to go to both of those so bad, and they're in my 5-year plan for life right now, to visit both of those places. The last place that I was in the kitchen making waffles on a Friday because I'm on vacation and I can do those kind of things. No, but seriously, real talk, the last place that I actually was New Hampshire and Maine. I went there this weekend with my family and some friends, and we did a little New Hampshire/Maine weekend getaway, and it was fabulously relaxing. I currently don't have any crushes on anybody, and that's very weird for me. I actually enjoy having crushes because it gives you that fun little butterfly feeling, but I have no crushes right now, so hopefully soon. We'll see. I gave my niece like 700 smooches yesterday when we went to Not Your Average Joe's for dinner, so I guess yesterday would be the last time that I smooched somebody. And guess what? Shh. I just smooched all of you. So last time I was insulted was probably about 2 weeks ago. I had a student say some not so nice things about me in front of the class, and he was just going through a really tough time personally, and that kind of stuff happens when you're a teacher and you're working with 26 kids each and every day, and I think he just built up all this stuff inside of him, and we just weren't seeing eye to eye that day, and he just screamed out in front of the class that I was so annoying, and like I said, that kind of stuff happens when you're a teacher, but he like instantly regretted it, and you could just see his whole face like getting pale, and he looked like ghostly, and you know, we dealt with it using our behavior system, but I didn't really do anything major because he's a good student. He was just going through a tough day, and he was so cute. He brought me like not little, it was like this big poster board after, and he drew like all these superheroes on it, and it had like, "I'm so sorry, Miss Calderon," and again, he was just going through a tough time, and I guess I was insulted for like 2.5 seconds, but then you have to get over it when you're a teacher because you can't hold on to those kind of things. So it was kind of like, oh, that's kind of rude. And then I was just like, whatever. It's a Monday. What are you going to do? So yeah, that was probably the last time I was insulted. And besides that, I can't even remember the last time I've been insulted. I like to focus my life around a lot of positivity and a lot of people who are positive. So I try not to get myself in situations that I would ever have to insult people or be insulted. So that's it. My favorite flavor of sweet would definitely have to be anything chocolate peanut butter related. I actually don't play any instruments at all. I dabbled in the clarinet when I was young, but as of now I don't play any instruments at all. My favorite kind of jewelry would definitely have to be any kind of bracelets that you can stack up and make like arm candy with. I just love stacking all different like Alex and Ani's and Pandora's and watches and just any kind of jewelry that you can stack up and make some arm candy with. So the last sport that I played for the sport of it would be karate, and the last sport or sports that I play for the fun of it would be kickball and dodgeball. I'm in a seasonal recreational league for kickball and for dodgeball. The last song or songs that I sang is anything off of the Pitch Perfect soundtrack. I am just beyond obsessed, guys. And when I sing those songs, I literally think that I am in the movie, and I go through all the motions and I do the dance moves and I sing my little heart out. My favorite chat-up line, and I can only assume that a chat-up line is a pickup line, but my favorite pickup line has to come from Friends, and it's when Tag is talking to Phoebe, and he's like, "Oh, Phoebe, that's a great name." And then Phoebe goes, "Oh, you like that? You should hear my phone number." And I just think it's hysterical. I love that pickup line. I have used that line to get like some laughs, and it works to get a good laugh, but I have never like legit seriously tried to use that line to pick up a guy. But it is good to get some laughs out of. The last time I hung out with somebody would be last night and then again tonight. So yesterday and today. Who do I think should do this video? Who do I think should answer these questions next? You! I am officially tagging all of you to do this TMI tag. If you did do this video, make sure you link your response in the comments below. I would love to learn a little too much information about all of you. As always, guys, I love you so much. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for the positivity and the support that you show on my channel. Thumbs up if you like this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you enjoy my videos, make sure to click the subscribe button. And as always, I hope that everybody continues to have a beautiful rest of their weekend and a great start to your week. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.